Young boy who's had to face up to an awful lot in his 4 short years. His name is Tadhg Kelly and he lives in Clonsilla in County Dublin. And the hope is that in the next year, Tadhg will travel to the US for pioneering surgery which will help him to walk. Now recently I went to meet up with Tadhg and his parents to find out about his condition and also to meet this happy little fellow.
Hello, my name is Tadhg.
Hello Tadhg, how are you?
Good.
Good. Moya, tell us about your little lad Tadhg. He has a very happy disposition.
Yeah, he's a great little boy. He's always happy. He's just 4 years of age. He loves music. He loves going out for walks, just the regular things that 4-year-olds like to do. And he makes us laugh every day. He has a great sense of humour.
Is he at school?
He is. He goes to preschool in the CRC. The bus picks him up at 7:30 and he gets home then at 3:30. And he has his classmates there and it's a great school and he loves going to school.
Jonathan, Tadhg had a shaky start when he was born.
Yeah, Tadhg he was born 6.5 weeks premature and he was in an incubator for 2 weeks, and then after we brought him home then it took us an hour and a half to feed him, and then he'd be asleep for an hour and a half. And then when he was 7 months old, he started having seizures. And yeah, that was a real shock then, you know. Didn't know what was going on at all. And then they done further investigations, and when September that year, then he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy.
What was your reaction, Moya, when you got this diagnosis?
I was just devastated. Even though before the day that we got the diagnosis and we had an idea that he could have cerebral palsy, it was still an awful shock. We didn't want to accept that he could have that. I just remember being very upset that day, but we went straight from Temple Street to his swimming class with water babies straight after. But yeah, it was just devastating, and even you have a diagnosis of cerebral palsy, but you don't know what that's going to mean because for every child it's different. And I guess you just have to kind of hope that they will be able to do certain things. We do some stretching. What do we sing? This old man, he played 1, 2, 3, big stretch. Oh.
What's your daily routine with Tadhg?
There's lots of different activities that we do to try and build on his strength, and we usually do some stretching. Sometimes I massage his legs. Then we would do different things on different days. Like some days he would go into a special stander that stretches his legs. Other days we would put him on a peanut ball. He would go on his walker. You can see him coming along all the time. Like he has come really far to even to be able to walk as well as he can or sit as well as he can.
I bend my knee and I step.
Good boy. Now stand tall. Boy, and push. Big, big push. Yay, good job.
Fantastic walking.
What will we do now? 10 green bottles? We sing a lot when we're doing the different activities, and he loves to sing and he enjoys that. 9 green bottles hanging on the wall.
Jonathan, you have identified a procedure that will help Tadhg to walk, and it's in the United States. Will you tell us about that?
The procedure is called selective dorsal rhodotomy, and the procedure is that they cut the sensory nerves that are causing the spasticity. And not only that, they have a 100% success rate. So far, the Dr. Parks has done the operation on 3,000 patients, and it's been very successful.
Tadhg has to travel to the US for the surgery because it's not available at all in Ireland. And although it is available in the UK, it's relatively new there. Tadhg wouldn't meet the criteria for the UK. His cerebral palsy would be too severe. But in America, Dr. Park is doing this operation for 27 years and he can treat a wider range of children.
When is Tadhg due to travel to St. Louis for this surgery?
And we've put him down for April, and then if we haven't raised the money in time, we can always put it back. But the younger he has the surgery, the better the outcome. And he's going to be starting school next September. So what we're hoping and what we're dreaming of is that he's going to walk in the school gates for his first day in primary school.
1, 2, 3.
We're trying to raise €80,000 to cover the cost of the surgery, travelling, and then Tadhg will need intensive physiotherapy for 2 years after. We've gotten off to a great start. I'm originally from Laharzon in County Mayo, so they've had like 3 different events down there. The most recent one was in Leonards of Laharzon. They had an auction and a dance. Like that small community, they've raised €18,000, and yeah, so it's incredible, yeah.
And you've got other fundraising events coming up, haven't you?
A fundraising event in the Clonsilla Inn on the 21st of November. So yeah, that should be fun.
Yes, and also next Sunday we have an event in the Castle Court Hotel in Westport, a dance. It's so heartening to see how generous people are.
It's a full-on commitment, isn't it?
It is. But we're lucky as well. We would have liked to have had more children, but we just have Tadhg and we just focus on him, and we're lucky to have him, you know, and he's a joy.
And you've had your own struggles as well, because I know that last January, Moya, you were diagnosed with breast cancer, so that's an ongoing treatment, isn't it?
Yes, I just finished my treatment a couple of weeks ago. I had surgery, then I had 5 months chemotherapy, and then I had radiotherapy. So it's been a tough year.
And how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling quite well now. I'm just still tired after the treatment. Yeah.
And Jonathan, you've had your problems with cancer in the past as well.
Yeah, I had my own problems with the cancer, and nearly 5.5 years clear now. I had colon cancer, and it was in my liver, and it was in my chest. And I had 6 months chemotherapy, and my parents brought me to a faith healer, and I went to Lourdes, and I'm doing very well now.
You've had a difficult time as a family. How do you keep yourselves going? How do you stay positive?
You don't really have any choice, especially when you have a child. You just have to get on with it basically and keep going and remind yourself, I guess, like sometimes I do feel sorry for myself and think, why did this happen to us? But you always know that there's people that are worse off than you, and the 3 of us are here.
Well, Tadhg he's the one that keeps us going, and obviously Moya keeps me going. But Tadhg, yeah, he's full of development and he's full of laughter. And I've written a song called, well, I didn't call it Luck, he called it Luck, because some of the lyrics in the song, and one of the words is called Luck. And when he was younger, he wanted me to sing the song to him, and he was saying that he'd sing Luck. So the song ended up being called Luck, you know. Those bright blue eyes and the smile on your face, and the way you look at me. I'm the lucky one.
When you look into the future, Moya, what do you see?
I see Tadhg having some independence and to be able to interact more with the children, like the children playing out on the street, and just being happy, you know. Like he is a great happy child as it is, but this is just going to improve his life and change his life so much.
Tadhg has a very winning personality, a lovely disposition. I'm sure there are lots of people out there who would like to help. How do they go about it?
You can visit Tadhg's website, tadhgswishtowalk.com, and you can donate securely there. And any help that we get would be greatly appreciated.
I'm the lucky one.
Thank you very much.
Aren't they a wonderful family, and isn't he an adorable little chap? And if you'd like to find out more about Tadhg and his story, you can go to the website address that's on your screens now. Ability and being able to walk in comfort in a good pair of shoes is, I suppose,